What's up, everybody? My name is Jacob, and today I want to talk to you about creativity. Because there's so many different ways to be creative, right? You could be like a creative actor. Alas, poor Yorick. I knew him well. Who's Yorick? You got the wrong skull, kid. Oh. You could be a creative dresser. Hey! You could be like a creative, I don't know, scientist? But most of the time when you hear the word creativity, you think of something like this. A work of art. Or maybe you think of something like this. Wonder what's got him so anxious. Oh! Oh! Ugh, ewy. In today's story, you're going to hear about the very best creation of all time. Actually, it's the very first creation of all time. It's where creativity was born. And cockroaches. No, it's good. It's indescribable. See you in a few.
Hello, I'm John, and welcome back to The Joy of Sculpting, where we take beautiful things and make even more beautiful things out of them. Let's take this sculpture of my co-host, Brandon. Isn't that lovely? So lifelike, his eyes, his hair. The detail really is marvelous. But what if we could make something new out of it? Let's see. Let's take a little bit of Brandon's hair off, like this. And we can just put that there. Oh, that's nice. Kind of squishy. And what do we have here? Oh, look. It's Brandon's little brain. Little brain. We'll put that right here, very carefully. And what if his ears can go here? There you go. Now let's take Brandon's happy eyes. And we can put those eyes, put them right here. Look at those wonderful eyes. Looking right back at you. What have these eyes seen? I don't know. Just put those right there. Now, what can we make with what's left? I think I have an idea. What if we make an edge right there? Yeah, and an edge right here. Well, that's nice. How about here? Oh, that's nice. Or how about here? Hey, I'm starting to see something. Here we go. Let's just use the board for extra pressure. Isn't that beautiful? It's a brick. You could build a big, beautiful house out of this brick. That's how strong it is.
Hey, John, have you seen my self-sculpture? I've been looking for it.
How nice.
Hello, everyone. I'm Brandon.
And I'm John, and welcome to
The Show.
Well done.
Yeah.
High five. Oh, that was close.
I'll get it. I'll figure it out one day.
Sure.
So what is all this stuff that you have?
I'm coming up with some new super mutants for a new comic book I'm creating.
Oh, well, that sounds fun. How do you come up with your new mutants?
Well, I have a jar of heads,
Okay.
a jar of creature bodies, and a jar of superpowers.
Oh, and you what? Do you just draw them out?
Sure. I'll show you. Watch this. Oh, I got a horse head.
All right.
And I'll just take this one. T-Rex body. Look at that.
Cool.
And a superpower is static electricity.
Oh, static electricity. Huh.
Yeah. Not everyone can leap over tall buildings in a single bound, Brandon.
Oh, well, that's true, I guess.
There you go. I think we'll call this guy Sir Neighborly, the Sparkosaurus Rex.
I think I can make this more interesting.
Explain how.
All right.
Mutant Melee.
What am I looking at? Hey, that's me.
No, that's your avatar. Except now you're...
Sir Neighborly, the Sparkosaurus Rex. Superpower, static electricity. Versus Panda King. Superpower, interpretive bamboo. Ready? Melee!
It's working. Static electricity.
Ow.
Ow.
My turn.
What are you doing?
Music.
Winner! Round 2.
All right. Who am I going to be this time? How about...
Captain Fish Breath. Superpower, Fish Breath. Versus Bat Boy. Superpower, can fly. As long as he doesn't realize he's in the air.
What does he mean I can only fly unless I realize I'm in the air?
Ready? Melee!
Ah! I'm flying! Oh, no! Oh! Ow! This is a video game. I shouldn't be able to smell it. Oh, that's terrible.
Winner!
Oh, it still stinks. Get these things off me.
Yeah, that does stink.
Great, I'm gonna have to do laundry. Oh, or maybe burn them.
Wait, before you do that, it's Bible story time with Kellen.
Hey, everybody.
What's up, Kellen?
Not much. Say, what do you got there?
Laundry from our game of Mutant Melee.
Cool. Do you mind if I use it for the story?
Oh, sure thing.
Thanks. Our story starts with the very first verse of the very first chapter of the very first book of the Bible, Genesis chapter 1, verse 1. In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. The earth didn't have any shape. There was darkness over the surface of the waves. The Spirit of God was hovering over the waters. God said, "Let there be light," and there was light. God saw that the light was good. He separated the light from the darkness and called the light day and the darkness night. How's that for a beginning? And that was just day 1. On the second day, God made the sky. God said, "Let there be a huge space between the waters." And that's exactly what happened. And God called the huge space sky. That was day 2. But it was the next day when God's creativity really took root. God said, "Let the water under the sky be gathered into one place. Let the dry ground appear." God called the dry ground land. Then God said, "Let the land produce plants," and trees and plants and flowers sprung out of the ground. And God saw that it was good. That closes the book on day 3, but God wasn't finished. He had a whole sky to fill. God said, "Let there be lights in the huge space of the sky." And so the stars were created. And then God made the moon to rule over the night. He made the sun to rule over the day. And God saw that it was good. Day 4, boom, sun, moon, and stars. Without them, we wouldn't know what time of day it was. Think about that. Okay, stop thinking. Things are about to get wild. God said, "Let the seas be filled with living things." So God created every kind of living thing that fills the oceans. And God said, "Let birds fly above the earth across the huge space of the sky." And then God created every kind of bird that flies. And God saw that it was good. That was the 5th day. But it was the 6th day when God made his masterpiece. And I'm not talking about the platypus. God said, "Let the land produce every kind of animal: cows, horses, chickens, bugs, snakes, mice, rhinoceroses, orangutans, platypi," and it was all good. And then God said, wait for it, "Let us make human beings." Watch out, world. Here we come. So God created human beings in his own likeness. He created them as male and female. And God told them to take care of the earth and all that was in it. This was day 6. On the 7th day, God rested from all his work. But before he did that, he took a good look at everything he had created, and he saw that it was very good. The end.
That was incredible.
It really is incredible when you think about all the things God created. I mean, whether it's a huge planet in space or a tiny little eyelash. Like, oh,
Ow.
make a wish.
No, you are so weird.
What?
Get that away from me.
Yeah, there's really no limit to God's creativity. You can find it anywhere.
I found it sitting right next to me.
Aww. Thanks for the story, Kellen.
You got it. See you guys next time.
Later.
See ya.
What a great story.
Yeah, I
Love it.
loved how my gym shorts turned into an orangutan.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I took from the story too.
Yeah.
Reveal the question.
Awesome. Where do you see God's creativity?
Yeah, do you see it in a stream flowing through the woods?
Or in a star that's over 100 miles away?
Yeah, except stars are like millions of miles away, John.
So, over 100, right?
Right.
Talk about it with each other. Where do you see God's creativity?
And we will see you next time on the
So-and-so Show. It's right there. You can read it. It's in gold.
My squirrel! Okay, I just thought of another way to describe creativity. Creativity is imagining what you could do because you were made in God's image. I mean, God created everything, right? He made the stars and the planets and the mountains and the oceans. He made dogs and cats and elephants and ostriches. But when he made us, it got personal. God made us so that we think and feel and act a tiny bit like him. We are made in his image. So check it. Imagine looking at yourself in a mirror. That's what God is like. And no, I'm not saying that he has the same hairstyle or eye color, but look a little bit closer. There's imagination behind your eyes. You have a smile that could encourage someone when they're feeling down. And your hands that could help someone lift a heavy load. Ugh. All right. There's no limit to what God can do through you. That's because there's no limit to God's creativity. That's the one thing to remember today. There's no limit to God's creativity. Seriously, take a look this week at the things God has made and let it blow your mind. Look at the stars in the sky and think about how it could take literally millions of years just to visit one up close. Listen to the sounds outside your window at night. and let yourself wonder, how do crickets make that noise anyway? And then look really close in the mirror and see how unique you are. See the color and feel the texture of your skin. Look deep in the reflection of your eyes to see a God that made you and loves you more than you could even imagine. That should give us all a lot to think about. No wonder this guy's a statue. He's thinking about God's creativity. Dude.
I just wanna thank you 'cause everything you made is so beautiful. Every single star and every beat of my heart, and it's beautiful. You made my feet, you made my hands, you make me sing and you make me dance, 'cause your love is all around me, and your love is so astounding. I just wanna thank you 'cause everything you made is so beautiful. Every single star and every beat of my heart, and it's beautiful. Here we go, break it down now. Everything you created with your imagination is wonderful and good, wonderful and good. You're my inspiration beyond all explanation. You're wonderful and good, you're wonderful and good. Everything you created with your imagination is wonderful and good, wonderful and good. You're my inspiration beyond all explanation. You're wonderful and good, you're wonderful and good. I just wanna thank you 'cause everything you made is so beautiful. Every single star and every beat of my heart, and it's beautiful. I just wanna thank you 'cause everything you made is so beautiful. Every single star and every beat of my heart, and it's beautiful.
Everyone is part of a bigger story. It's a bigger story than you can imagine. It's a big story about a really big God. Discover the story that shows you the character of God. Hey, I'm Caleb, and this surprising bit of awesome right here is actually my Bible. All 66 books of the Bible fit together to tell one big story of how God thought us up and then chose to love us so deeply that he made a daring plan to rescue us, even when we turned away from him. God's love for us is so wild and strong, it's beyond imagining. He made us in his very own image to reflect to the world around us who he is. That's an amazing act of creativity. And I've got 5 stories to show you what it can look like. We get started in the beginning. Genesis chapter 1, verse 1. Here, God takes the blank canvas of nothing and creates everything. Using his words alone, God calls into being day and night, the sun and the stars, ivy and whales and ostriches and koala bears. And then he gets down in the dirt to shape his most personal creation of all. Next, we head to the New Testament. Give it a second. Okay, here, the Apostle Paul writes a letter to the believers in the church at Ephesus. He reminds them, we are God's creation. He created us to belong to Christ Jesus. Now we can do good works. Long ago, God prepared these works for us to do. When God made you, He also gave you incredible gifts and set up unique ways for you to use them. We can see that in action back in the book of Esther. Man, we're flying all over the place today. Here, Esther is a young Jewish girl who's unexpectedly won a new role. Queen of Persia. But the king doesn't know her true identity. So when a powerful royal official plots to wipe out all the Jews, Esther's gotta think fast, trust God, and use every ounce of imagination for such a time as this. We find creativity on display in the book of Mark, too. Back to the New Testament. Here, we meet a man who can't walk. His 4 friends know the one and only answer. Jesus. They carry the man straight to the home where Jesus is staying. But there's just one catch. The whole town has arrived and there's no way inside. It's time for the 4 friends to think outside of the box to get inside the box. See what? Time to wrap up in the book of Matthew. Here, Jesus has some creative names for his followers. You are the salt of the earth. You are the light of the world. Let your light shine so others can see the good things you do, and they will bring glory to your Father who is in heaven. If you follow Jesus, you've got what it takes to show others the way. You've got a unique story to tell, one that will point people straight back to Him. Just imagine all you can do because you're made in God's image. That's true creativity. And I can't wait to see how it plays out in you and me.